In this video, we will be covering the pre-thigh lift. So you should do the pre-thigh lift before you do the thigh lift. We are coordinating with our breath. So the inhale the way you want to inhale. The exhale is the most important. And really, you're going to exhale slowly. And at the end of your exhale, you will start to initiate the movement. So use that last push of breath when you're really bringing your belly button to your spine. Use that last push of breath to initiate and complete the movement. Something about breath, you don't ever want to stop breathing in these exercises. We are always inhaling or exhaling and going to that extreme, like inhaling as much as you can, exhaling as much as you can. So we're really coordinating it with the breath. Okay? So the pre-thigh lift is very deceptively simple. As many of these exercises are. You're going to lay on your back with your legs in line with your hip socket. So not in line with the outside of your hips, not in line with the squish, but in line with the actual bone hip socket. And you will use your breath to draw your knee to your sits bone. So your sits bone is when you sit like this, the bones that you feel hitting the ground, those are your sits bones. So you're going to bring your knee from a straight position to a bent position, coming to those sits bones. You don't have to make them kiss, they don't have to touch, but that's the line that we're moving on, okay? So I'm here, and I'm laying down. I like to do this with my palms up. You want to make sure your shoulder blades are flat on the ground. We're keeping our pelvis flat. It's okay if your feet rotate out. The most important thing is, so this is my squish on the outside. I want my heels to be narrower than that, okay? So this is my hip bone, and just inside is where the hip socket is. I want to imagine that the hip socket to the thigh bone, to the femur, to the heel, we're going straight down. So no V, the bones are going straight down, okay? So I'm inhaling, and as I exhale, all right, I'm halfway through my exhale, and I'm just drawing my knee, or not my knee, I'm drawing my heel to my sits bone. And if you have trouble finding it, go ahead and feel out your sits bone. Put your finger on it so you know where it is. We're bringing it to the heel. So something to think about is where your knee is going. Sometimes our knee wants to lean out in this, sometimes it wants to lean in, and it's usually pretty subtle. You want your knee to be going straight up towards the ceiling. So you might want to watch it, okay? So I'm inhaling, and I'm exhaling. When I'm using that, and my knee is actually, so I'm gonna, yep. And what that does, I can feel it in my pelvis when my knee is actually right. It's a little bit of a, to me, it feels like a release. Like it feels like I have to use fewer muscles to do this movement, okay? And so, really thinking about the sits bone. And as we exhale, we're really thinking about drawing that belly button to the spine. All right, so do this at least 3 times on each side. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing how this feels on your body. All right, thanks.